Christmas Eve morning. So it is Ariel Hooper here to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. Hopefully, you guys are doing well this morning. We're just going to put out a couple of invites and let people know we are live. Indeed, we will get started in just a minute as we let people know we are. I apologize for being a little bit late this morning and don't mind the lack of light that we have because you know what? We we are in some low sunlight, which means we are in low energy, which means we are in low power mode right now, which means we're in the mode of we got to let everything charge and we got to get the power back up. So that's why we're sitting a little bit in the dark this morning. Hopefully you guys will understand that I was just running a little bit late, but we are live this morning and we are going, and here we are. So we're going to talk about the second part of remembering our stories and how to rewrite our stories. We're going to talk about remembering what was never broken. So good morning to all of you and welcome. If it is the evening or if it is the afternoon for you guys and you're watching this later on, then good afternoon. If it is the evening and you guys are watching this later on, then good evening. And the beautiful thing is time does not ever get in our way. That's the most beautiful thing about this. So good morning and welcome. And hopefully you guys are going to have a great holiday coming up. But before we talk about changing anything, before we, talk about rewriting our stories or consciousness or mastery, I want to begin with a morning reading. Not as instruction, not as fixing, but as shared. So as you sit here this morning, you may notice a sense of pressure. There's been storms going on all over the place. A feeling that something needs to change, improve, or resolve. You might also notice fatigue or readiness or resistance. None of that is a problem. You may observe a quiet belief that life, hasn't quite arrived. That once something shifts, and you'll be at peace. If that thought is present, simply notice it. You see, there is nothing to correct. Psychology shows us that awareness alone begins, reorganization. Ancient traditions knew this before language even existed. So take a slow breath with me so we can begin. And it's not, to calm yourself, just to feel yourself, to let yourself be present. You see, this teaching is not here to make you better at all. It's actually here to help you remember. Remember some things that we've forgotten. Question, what we've been seeing and asking all along. We're going to find some of these questions and answers to these questions. See, most of our lives begin with a silent assumption. Did you know that? There's your heart. Did you know that? Start with a silent assumption. Like for instance, you ever had the assumption, I need to become better? Or we don't question it. We build entire industries around it. Self-help, religion, spirituality, even science when misunderstood. But let's ask a deeper question. If I need improvement, who is the one doing the improving? And what if that very structure is a source of suffering all along? You see, psychology tells us that chronic self-improvement often actually just reinforces shame because it implies lack as a baseline. And religion, it often does the same through salvation narratives. Grace becomes something to receive rather than recognize always has been. You see, this starts to create these vicious loop and victim mentalities of I'm not enough. I must try harder. I fail. I seek, externally. I remain incomplete. It's such a lie. What if the problem was never you at all? What if it was the direction that we've been given to operate ourselves? I want to speak on a personal level. For most of my life, I felt fundamentally inadequate, all right? Not socially, but existentially, because I'm so different. I'm not built like 99.99% of humanity. I didn't fit into a system the way the others did. Science liked to study me because I was so different. But science was also what showed me my truth, my rare neurological patterning, a unique electromagnetic field that even disrupts the world of electronics. I mean, thank God I had friends who worked for Apple and put some amazing stuff on the chips so I can use it. Thank you. But I have a unique electromagnetic field, a genetic design found in only a fraction of a percentage of humanity, 0.01%. That's not like the others. So even my physical structure carried differences, extra bones, extra parts, different parts. But as a child, there was no more language for that. So the world explained it in other ways. Religion called it dangerous. Even said, well, that's kind of witchcraft. I'm like, it's just me. It's what I am. It's how I function. I don't function like other humans. Culture called it wrong. Medicine called it abnormal. I was taught I was separate even from life itself. And I was taught that I was unique. But for a kid, that wasn't what you wanted to hear. Especially in a world that tries to box you in and wants you to fit. And so I learned to perform goodness, to act correctly, to watch myself constantly. It felt like someone was always watching, measuring. And that's when improvement became a prison. And spirituality became a stage. See, modern neuroscience reveals something critical. The brain is not truth-seeking machine. It is meaning-maintaining machine. Hello from Myron. According to predictive processing, your brain predicts who you are first and then filters reality to match that prediction. So who you believe you are and what you believe you are is what reality will match. This is why people stay in painful patterns. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar freedom. Your story is not the past. It is a loop of interpretation, memory, reinforced by emotional. Every repeated thought strengthens a pathway. Every pathway becomes identity. Every identity shapes reality. And this is not spiritual language. This is biology. Quantum physics now mirrors ancient wisdom. Matter is not solid. Particles exist as probabilities until observed. Form arises from relationship, not substance. See, this universe is not built from things. It is built from intention and interaction. This means something radical for us all. Your life is not an accident. It is the material echo of thought patterns held over time, not blame, not punishment, creation itself. Every thought, large or small, particles in shaping the field. So your thought patterns is what's shaping the field around you. There are no neutral thoughts. That's not judgment, that's power. For instance, here is a simple but ancient practice. Each morning, spend 10 minutes unfolding your day. So pay attention in your meditation as if it is already happening. Write it down even. You're not wishing, you're not hoping. You are going to feel your day as if it's going to unfold this way. See, the brain cannot distinguish lived experience from vivid imagination. You were taught as a kid to hamper down that imagination. Well, here I am telling you to bring it back up. We're going to make your life rewrite it. You ready? Feelings. The brain cannot distinguish lived experience at all from vivid imagination. When athletes train this way, that's how they get better. They literally visualize the race. Mystics live this way. They visualize the things to happen before them, and things appeared and happened, and some of them got burnt at the stakes for their weirdness. But you are not forcing reality. You're bending it. You are aligning probability because of what you truly are, but you've been so afraid because the world has taught you to go external and look outward and find, saviors and all of these things. Scattered attention produces scattered results. Why do you think our lives are so scattered all over the dang place? Everybody can see it. Pay attention. Listen to these not as rules, but as reminders. 1, awareness precedes transformation. 2, thought is casual. 3, emotions magnetizes form. 4, intention organizes energy. 5, the body grounds consciousness. Okay? Silence rewires the brain. And vitality expands possibility. And resistance delays integration. Love creates coherence. Timing is intelligence. And death precedes mastery. Oh, wait a second. Did someone right here pay for their own funeral and went into hospice and died more than once? And if you were watching my live on TikTok yesterday, well, we had a guest, my adopted mom, who was there, who witnessed the death and actually described what happened and how different I came back, that even my eyes changed color. Death precedes mastery. Alignment replaces effort. None of these ask you to become something. There ain't no grave that can hold my body down. Yet, by the world standards health, I've observed this body to be a challenge with. But, as I am that I am, I also have discovered ways to let the challenged body rise and function. See, the desert fathers withdrew in silence, which is something I do often. Not to escape it, life, but to hear clearly. To sit with the wind that is blowing the dust, the sunlight gazing down the trees, or if I'm in the desert, the cactuses. So they went there to see clearly. Modern neuroscience now confirms silence increases neurogenesis. It recognizes the brain. Creativity returns when noise stops. Nature teaches the same thing. Walking slowly, breathing consciously, letting the nervous system settle. You are not your body. You are one body. Physical, vital, emotional, mental, casual, soul, divine. Most people try to change the physical while ignoring the casual. We have 7 parts, 7 bodies. Real change begins above the problem. Time exists only in lower layers. Higher awareness lives in the eternal now. In Awaken Trilogy, I describe death not as ending, but as the doorway to life existence itself. In hospice, when everything external fell away, my story did not heal. It dissolved. No role, no identity, no fear. Just presence, the now. And Eden was never a place we lost. It was a state of mind we forgot. Agnosis is not gaining knowledge. It is remembering what was always here. We must go within. I don't even got a buck to spare, bro. But what I'm teaching you, you can manifest more than $1 with this. So pay attention. That's the thing. I just manifest the needs I need every single day, and they're there. See, you're not here to fix yourself. You are here to earn worth. You are not here You are not here to earn worth, by the way. Sorry, that's a lie. I didn't mean to say it that way. That cat stole that tongue and twisted it right up. But you are not here to earn worth. You are not here to beg for grace. You are here to remember how to live consciously. Everything limiting in your life can be reorganized because consciousness is primary and love is coherence. See, love is destined not for domination, but mastery of awareness. What was never broken does not need repair. It only needs to be recognized. And that's the thing. We got to recognize what we get to write in our history of life, in this existence, is to pay attention. Well, you guys, make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. It brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize you're valuable and you matter. And you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Hang in there, you guys. And much love. Hope you guys have a great Christmas holidays and celebration of holidays. And remember, solitude's an amazing place.